Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mental Health Diaries podcast. I hope you're all doing well. On today's podcast, I am going to be talking about the crisis that is happening within the NHS when it comes to mental health. There's a massive, massive crisis going on in the NHS at the moment, and I'm going to get into that. There's some shocking facts about people being denied treatment on the NHS after being referred by a GP. This can't continue in the mental health sector. People, more and more people now are being more aware of their mental health, are trying to look after their mental health. They're recognizing that they need help, and when they're asking for help, they're being referred by their GPs to the NHS for mental health services, and they're being denied at assessments. This cannot go on. So we'll get into that in a bit more detail. But first of all, I have to say, um, I just wanted to thank everyone who's supported the channel so far and helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. I never, ever, 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 ever thought I would get there. I would never, ever, ever thought that I would hit the first milestone on YouTube of 1,000 subscribers. All I can say is a massive, massive thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel, supported the channel, watched any of my videos or my shorts. Thank you. And it is not just my achievement; it's our achievement. We together have got to 1,000 subscribers and enabled me to, continue on YouTube because of the support that you guys give me and the strength that you guys give me to continuing to go live, keep continuing to make videos and create shorts around mental health and other subjects that affect mental health going on in the world right now. So a big thank you to everyone who's helped me get to 1,000 subscribers, on the road to 5,000 now. That's the next milestone for me. Hopefully I can get there and you guys can help me get there. But let's get into the podcast. So a shocking fact for you all. 250,000 children in the UK with mental health problems have been denied help by the NHS as it struggles to manage surging caseloads. NHS trusts are failing to offer treatment to 60% of those referred by GPs based on the Freedom of Information Act. So they're refusing 60% of people help. They are refusing people who have mental health issues help. Is it too dark in here? They are refusing 60% of cases referred. Um, they are refusing those people help. Who are they to refuse these people help? Um, that's just a shocking figure. 250,000 children in the UK with mental health problems are not getting the help that they need. It's disgusting. What is everyone paying for? Um, what is what who are what is happening at the top of the NHS? What is happening with the people who set the budgets and employ the people to offer these services? What is happening? It's going tits up. It's going sideways. 60% of people are not getting help. That is not on. That is wrong. That is inhumane, and it is their right to get mental health treatment if they feel they need it. They are the ones who are living with themselves every single day. They are the ones who know themselves the best. So if they're saying they need help, help them. Stop refusing people help. 60% of people referred to the NHS by a doctor are saying no, you do not need mental health. You do not need the mental health service. Just by one assessment. How do they know by one assessment that this person genuinely doesn't need help? That's just wrong. 60% of people are being turned away, and what do you think is going to happen to those people? The mental health is going to is going to continue to keep going on a downward spiral, and bad things are going to happen. Bad things will happen to these people. They have found the courage to go to their local doctor to ask for help. They're referred to the mental health service and then denied help. It's wrong. It cannot continue. We can't continue this way. Mental health is a massive problem. And if the government are not seeing that yet, then they're blind. they're too busy dealing with all these other subjects going on in the world, all these other heated debates, all these other human rights issues. What about the mental health issue? What about that issue? It doesn't get enough airtime. It doesn't get enough linear TV time. There's not one talk show dedicated to the stories in the mental health sector that are making the public aware of what's going on every day. If you look on Twitter, Twitter is rife with people complaining about their mental health and the services that they've received from people within the NHS. And I can testify to it because I, I've sat these assessments. They make you feel like you're a liar. They make you feel like you're just putting it on. They make you feel like that you're acting. They make you feel like a criminal. And when all you really want is someone to listen to you and someone to be present and someone to give you the support that you need. That's all people are asking for. And they're being turned away because there's not enough resources and people and caregivers to go around. And that's on the government. And that's disgusting. And that needs to stop. We can't continue running a country this way and letting people just go on downward spirals with their mental health because there's not enough funding or there's not enough nurses or there's not enough psychologists or whatever. I've said many a time, it's not just the professional help that people need. They need recovery workers who have been through mental health, who have been there and done it, to help them also as another support aid, as another support line, as another support avenue. By hiring, by making, by creating a role within the NHS mental health team that supports the recovery program through people that have a human connection, that have been there, done it, and can tell their and can relate to their experiences. Put that into your team, add that position into your team, because I'm telling you, it's not just educated people who can help people with mental health. It is people with lived experience that can help people with mental health. That is what the mental health sector needs. That is what the mental health facilities in the UK need to add into their teams. People with lived experience who have recovered from mental health, who can relate and connect with people on a human and can humanize mental health and can talk to that person through experience, not just through, that's your condition, that's your treatment, that's what happens. They've been there, they've done it, they can relate to how the person's feeling. That is what you need. That will improve mental health care. That will improve. Sorry, I'm just being nosy. I'm always nosy looking out the window. Um, yeah, to have 250,000 of our young people in the UK not receiving mental health care because they're not deemed mentally incapable, then that's just wrong. 2 seconds, I have a delivery. I said, come in, I'm live on YouTube. I have a delivery. Pop it on the side for me. Just having a cake delivered. Cheer me up. Thank you very much.
No problem. Enjoy.
Speak to you in a bit.
All right.
Yeah, so 250,000 children in the UK are not receiving mental health care and being denied it, and that is wrong. The NHS needs to improve, and the way they improve is by humanising and adding the human element into their mental health caregiving teams. That's what needs to happen. That's what should happen. But let's see. Let's get in. Moving on from that, there's a lot of talk on Twitter now about the waiting times also for the NHS. Now, yes, there's other ways you can go when you need to talk to someone. You have the Samaritans, you have the mental health charities, but when the waiting times to get professional help is anywhere between 7 to 9 months, and what is going on? That's just too long to ask someone who is suffering with mental health problems to wait to be seen. That, What is wrong? That's just not right. They need someone to be present for them. They need help. Do you know how much courage it takes to say you're struggling mentally? It takes everything that you have inside of you to go and ask for help. And then to be told you have to wait 7 to 9 months to possibly see someone. There's no wonder the bad things happen in the world to people with mental health when they're being treated this way. The government are the only people who can change the way the NHS is being run. Yes, historically there's been massive waiting times across the NHS for various different types of treatment, but not enough focus is given to mental health and not enough light is being shed on it. We're losing too many good people to mental health, and to learn that 250,000 of children in the UK are not getting help is disgusting, and it should not happen. And the waiting times need to be seriously reviewed, because you can't ask someone who's suicidal to wait 7 to 9 months for help. And I've been there. I had to reach out to Samaritans, charities, because I was told before my counselling started I'd have to wait that long. And then it took my parents to pay for me private until a slot came available. So I've been there. I've suffered those conversations. I've suffered those rejections. I've sat these assessments. They make you feel sick. They make you feel anxious like never before. They're hard things to go through and get through for people with mental health. And yes, I guess you do have to, have these, but make them a bit more, understand a bit more that whether they qualify for your mental health care, they're still asking for help. Be human about it. Talk to them as a human being. Just be present in the conversation and actually listen to them, because that's all they want. That's all they want, is someone to listen and to help them. And it's not much to ask. It's not much to ask. You know, my assessments affected me massively. It led to anxiety, and the anxiety led to self-harming, and the self-harming led to suicide attempts and suicidal thoughts, because you feel like there's no way out. You feel like the world is closing in on you. Like the walls of the room that you're in are closing in and you can't get out. You feel stuck, you feel trapped. I've been there, I've lived, I know how that feels. And my PTSD takes me back there when it's triggered. And it can trigger at any time. I can't put my finger on what triggers it yet, but it takes me back there. So people need to understand that yes, you to get mental health treatment, I understand that you have to have some sort of assessment with a mental health professional. I get that. What I don't get is how they're treated in those assessments, how they're made to feel in those assessments. These people are human beings asking for help, and all they want you to do is listen to them and be present and engage with them, because they might not fit your criteria, but they're not criteria. They're human beings, and they deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. So stop. These assessments need to be more what's the word I want to use? I think the process of the assessments are set in stone. There's no flexibility in there. There's the assessment, and if you don't meet the criteria, you don't get the help. That's wrong. There needs to be a bit more flexibility within the assessment, where people are treated on in their individual case and what's happened to them. That needs to be the process. That needs to be the standard. That needs to be the way forward for these assessments. So the mental health is in crisis in the UK at the moment. The NHS, the mental health service in the UK, is a shambles, and it's run by a bunch of clowns who are all about the bottom line, who are all about the money, all about saving on the budget so they can get a bigger bonus at the end of the year. It's the people's NHS. The people deserve to be treated and given help when they need it. And I can't stress that enough. I can't. That is so important. You know, you don't know the gravity of how important that is to someone who suffers with mental health. I'm very passionate about trying to improve care now and give my thoughts using this platform and using YouTube to explain what's happening in the mental health sector, because there's no mainstream media talking about mental health. There's no talk show or linear TV show that is talking about mental health regularly. Why? It needs to happen, and that is what I'm trying to do and trying to raise awareness around, not only for me and my mental health, but for everyone's mental health. I'm trying to improve my mental health. I also want to try and help you guys improve your mental health. And I can't do that alone, but together we can. Together our voice is louder. So continue subscribing and supporting the channel, and one day we will get there. We will have a big enough voice to say um, mental health is one of the most important subjects in the world that's not talked about, and it needs to be. It 100% needs to be. Yeah. I just feel sad for those people that are being turned away, because I know what it feels like. You know, I just pray that they're okay, and I pray that they find the help through other ways. And I pray that they stumble across my channel, because I I needed help, and there were people there for me. But some people haven't got that. But I wish they did. Um, and I wish they could understand that they are important to the world. I wish they could understand that the problems that they're going through won't last forever. I wish they would understand that everything that they're going through now is happening to them to make them into the person or the people that they're meant to be. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. I've been there. But one day, when you come out of that storm, you won't be the same person that went in. You will be different. You will be stronger. You will be built different, and you will be able to react different to certain things. Don't give up. Don't give up, because you're not on your own. You're not. You may feel like you are, but there's so many ways to connect to people. There's so many ways to speak out through social medias, through any social media platform. Um, I just wish those people who are being turned away for help, and those people who feel like, there's no way out, I hope they know that there is a way out, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. I just want you to know you are enough. You are worthy of the life that you have, and you are not your mistakes. You are not your past, and you are loved. Because if no one's told you they loved you lately, I love you. The world loves you, the universe loves you, and God loves you. Stay strong, keep fighting, and keep moving forward, one step at a time. You may not have gotten the help the first time, but keep trying. Don't take no for an answer. You deserve the help. So keep pushing and keep asking for that help. Use the Samaritans. Use the mental health charities because they're there when the NHS fails you. And the NHS will fail you because it's run by a bunch of clowns. But know that you're enough. And know that everything that you're going through now won't last forever. You will come out the other side and you will be someone different. You will be someone different. On the inside and the outside. And you will be stronger for it. Don't give up, please. Please don't give up. I don't want to read another story online about someone taking their life because of mental health problems. It breaks my heart. I don't want to read another story about a man thinking that they're on their own and ending their life because they felt like they couldn't speak up because of what stigma or discrimination they might face. That breaks my heart too. Please don't do that. Find the strength within you to ask and keep pushing for that help, because if you keep pushing for it, you will eventually get it like I did, and you will start to feel better one day at a time. I'm telling you, it's not easy, and it ain't just because you've got the help doesn't mean that you're automatically going to get better. There will be ups and downs. You will still have your down days. You will still have the days where you feel like killing yourself, because I know. But you'll also know that there's a support network there that will help you when you're feeling that way. You just got to get there. So please get there. Get there first. Don't give up and don't give in, because your life means more to this universe than you will ever know. And there's too many things you haven't done in your life and too many people you haven't impacted. We need you alive. The world needs you alive. So find it within yourself to be brave. The bravest thing we can be in this world is be ourselves. Be yourself, be strong, and keep pushing forward and keep asking for the help that you need. Don't let this take over. Don't let this win. Fight back against this. I'm fighting back against it. And it's tough and it's hard and I feel like giving up. But there are other things that are keeping me going and keeping me fighting against this. This is sick. This wants me to die. This wants me to kill myself. And some days I wish I could, because it would all end. But what I would leave behind is much more devastating than me ending my life. My son, my family, everything that I've been through would be for nothing. Don't take that easy way out. I tried it and I failed. And today I'm glad that I failed, because I have purpose. There's purpose in change, and the change is the channel, and the purpose is the channel, and the purpose is the message, and the purpose is my son, and the purpose is my family. If you haven't got any of that, the purpose is you. The focus should be on you, because no one's got your story. It's unique because it's yours. And if you're having mental health problems, like myself, like many others who are being turned away on the NHS, like many others who are saying you do not qualify for help, we can help each other by communicating our problems through our social media platforms. There are many amazing people in the world willing to help and willing to fight back with you and for you. Hold on to that. That spark that's within you, hold on to that, because one day it's going to ignite and your life is going to go into trajectories that you never thought it'd be able to go. Don't, please, don't break people's hearts. There's too many broken hearts in the world as it is. You're not on your own. Find the strength within you to keep pushing forward. Don't give up, please. You're too important. And if you need me, I'm here. If you need me, my channel is here. My videos are here. My content is here. I've been through what you're going through. I'm going through what you're going through. I've done to yourself what I've done to myself what you've done to yourself. And I'm still here. And I have a YouTube channel. And I've done YouTube for the year. And I actually hit 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. But I did it. But I didn't do it on my own. I found the courage to come on here and put myself out there, make myself feel vulnerable. But you guys, the people who have subscribed to my channel, took me in and supported me and gave me strength and purpose to continue. So thank you. Now it's time for me to give back to people who are suffering as well. Let me know that you're suffering. Please email me. I will reply to any emails. I will help you, Zoom call, whatever you need. I'm here for you. The Mental Health Diaries is here for you. And let's make the Mental Health Diaries the #1 mental health channel on YouTube. And it's all about building a strong community. A community on here where everyone can feel safe, everyone can feel comfortable, and everyone can feel like they're making a difference. Don't forget also, April is Stress Awareness Month. So please manage your stress in the best ways that you can. Take time to relax, take time to switch off. Don't let, don't let life go 100 miles an hour without you taking a break. Look after yourself. Respect your mental health, because if you don't, you'll be where I am. And I wouldn't wish how I feel on anyone. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Pain is temporary. Regret is forever. So please do the best you can now in the day. But look after yourself. Relax. Take the time to be you. And I know it's hard. Society tells you have to look a certain way. You have to be a certain height. You have to be this. You have to be that. You have to have this much money. Well, in reality, all you have to have is the respect for yourself. All you have to have is the ability to be comfortable in your own skin. And if you can look yourself in the mirror and respect that person, that's all you'll ever need. Because people will come and go out of your life, money will come and go, materialistic things will come and go. What stays with you is that reflection. You look back in the mirror, and as long as you respect yourself, when you look at that person, you will have a content and happy life one day. Just remember that. Thank you for watching the Mental Health Diaries podcast. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. Please feel free to share the podcast, guys. I want to get it out there. I want to make it bigger. I keep trying to get guests on, but they keep cancelling at the last minute. And I get it. I get it. It's hard to come on YouTube and talk about their mental health. And, one day I will get there. People have agreed to come on and then backed out. But I'll keep asking, and I'll keep continuing to try and get people to come on the podcast and talk about mental health. I'll try and to keep continuing to grow the podcast organically, but with your help. So please feel free to share if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel. That's the only way we're going to get the growth that we need. So keep subscribing, keep supporting, smash a like on the video, get in the comments below. Let me know if you're struggling with your mental health. Maybe you have ways of dealing with your mental health that you can share as well. Get in the comments below. Let me know. Thank you for watching this week's edition on the Mental Health Diaries podcast. Look after yourself, look after your family and friends, and I'll speak to you all soon on the Mental Health Diaries podcast. Take care. Goodbye.